Last night I parked at my typical favorite spot, Cracker Barrel. And for the first time, I can say it wasn't a slam dunk, amazing place to sleep. Because this guy pulled in right next to me, maybe about 11, and hooked up this ridiculously loud generator outside, a portable one. And I get it. It's hot. They needed air conditioning, but did they have to park right next to me? Because that thing was loud. Actually, it's still going. It's morning and it's still going. And I can hear it very clearly in my van. And when I just took the dogs out, the people on the other side of me could hear it too, because they were outside looking, trying to figure out where the noise was coming from. So in a second, I'm going to step outside and show you what kind of rigs stay at Cracker Barrel. So this one pulled in shortly after me when they arrived. The teardrop camper was not set up so it was flat. It looks like you're pulling a little rectangular thing. And pop it up so that they can go to sleep in a bed. Then we've got a motorhome with a slide pulling a car. I'm of course the van. And then we've got a car pulling the travel trailer. And the travel trailer is what's really noisy because if you look at the back, they have plugged in an outside loud generator. And we'll go inside to talk about that. So don't be that person. If you are going to stay someplace where you can park anywhere, don't park right next to somebody else if you're going to have something really loud going all night. Be courteous. Find a different spot. This is a big, huge open parking lot overnight, and there's plenty of people that just park on the edges and take up 2, 3, 4 spaces. Because we're in the back, we're far away from the restaurant. They never have people parked all the way back here for breakfast, even on Sunday brunch. And these people had levelers, so it didn't need to be level even. It's not like they had to park there because they needed a level spot. So don't be that person. Be courteous to everybody else. And all of us park together for free at Cracker Barrel. Courtesy is that if you are staying someplace and they're letting you stay for free, it's really nice to spend just a little bit of money there. So if you're going to eat out anyway, I highly encourage you to get to the Cracker Barrel early enough so you can eat dinner inside. It's very affordable. I've found the food to be very good. And whether you eat inside, because there's a few of you, or like me, you're traveling by yourself, so you just do carry out and you bring it back to your vehicle, which is what I do. Either way, you're supporting the business. And if you have a refrigerator like I do, or a cooler that will stay cool until tomorrow, they even have the special that lets you pick up a second dinner for, it's either $4.99 or $5.99. I think it's $5.99. So probably a third of the cost of an entree. And it's brilliant. They're trying to make a little bit more money, and you can get 2 meals very cheaply if you average out the cost of the meal. And for me, a lot of times a single meal is actually 2 meals. So that can get pretty affordable. You also can go to breakfast inside, like the lady I met last night at a different Cracker Barrel. She is camping every night in a particular Cracker Barrel in an area that the temperatures allow her to manage without air conditioning, because she is living in her car, she and her dog. So she goes in every morning and she buys a coffee because she needs to use the bathroom. She doesn't have her own bathroom, and they don't seem to mind. They know she's going to come in and she doesn't cause any trouble. And I mean, I don't know that that is what they're trying to encourage, but that particular location doesn't seem to mind if there are 2 or 3 vehicles that are there every night. They leave all day. It's not like they're living in the parking lot. And then they come in just before dark, and they don't make any problems. They don't make noise. They pick up after their dogs, and they come in the morning and they spend a little money. I mean, even whether it's breakfast or whether it's just coffee, they use the bathroom, and then they get out of there and they take off and are gone somewhere else during the day. So that's another thing that you sometimes see. If you're not comfortable with that, then you probably need to find a place where you're paying for parking, because any place that's free is going to have some of that. I just took off my hat. Oh my gosh, it got warm in here. So you do what you got to do. I really want to wear the hat today because I think it's great, but I don't have the air on because it's noisy, and it's better to record without the noise. So a couple of other things I want to share about staying at a Cracker Barrel or any place else that you might stay that is in a public free place. You really want to park in the back, or if you're in another place like a Walmart or something and there isn't a back lot, then you want to park as far from the front doors as possible. You really want to be courteous. They're letting you stay there, and you don't want to be taking up parking spaces that their customers are going to be taking or want to be taking. It doesn't look great to the customers, and it's just not nice to the business. So I always park in the back at the Cracker Barrels, sometimes along the sides towards the back if there's just nothing level that I can find in the back, because I do not have levelers in this van. So I need something that's relatively level. I don't mind being at a slight angle, but my refrigerator does, and I need my refrigerator to stay on. Another thing, recognize that you're staying at a business, and you're probably going to hear employees late at night or early in the morning. That's when they empty the trash. Sometimes they're talking. We are staying out of their goodness of their hearts. It's not our place to tell them that they need to be quiet or to get all aggravated. So if you're going to get aggravated by employees talking while they're emptying the trash, just because you think it's awfully late and you're trying to get to sleep, then you need to park somewhere else. Or you need to look at where the dumpsters are and park farther away from them. I think that's about it for Cracker Barrel for tonight. I'll do another one and I'll share the kinds of things I love eating in the Cracker Barrel. But not on this trip. This trip I am trying to not spend money on food, because I'm on a really tight budget and I'm bringing food, and I'm really trying not to eat inside the Cracker Barrel because I'm broke. I mean, I'm not broke, but I'm trying to keep from spending money at restaurants on these trips just because of convenience. So if I'm going to eat something out, it's because I really feel like eating something out. And on this trip, I'm actually trying to do it all with groceries to see how that goes. Well, it's time for an update. It is on day 3.5. And how am I doing on eating just the food that I brought and not going out to eat at all? I am doing great. I have not even had to go to a grocery store. So I am still eating away at the food I brought. I only bring things that I like. So I don't mind eating the same things a couple of times within a few days. So I have been working my way through the food. I have not felt the need to go anywhere. Okay, let me back up. I did go somewhere. Well, yesterday, as I was informed by somebody I know, was 7-Eleven, July 11th, which means it was 7-Eleven's free Slurpee day. So I found a 7-Eleven and I went and got a free Slurpee. I have not had one of those since I was a kid, but it was free, so it counts. as not getting anything out. And it was certainly not necessary. It was just I want to get one because it's free and I haven't had one in a really long time and I used to love them. And guess what? I've gotten away from really sugary drinks and it was actually a little too sweet for me. So I am not tempted in the slightest to go get another one in the future. Well, it is dinner time, so I am going to go figure out what I'm going to eat today. I have not eaten up my leftover veggies that were roasted that I brought with me. They just need to be microwaved. And I haven't eaten my rice. So I think I might mix that together as a good side dish and then figure out, what else. So far so good. One day left. I'm home. And yes, I made it. I didn't spend a single dime on anything food related. I didn't even have to go to the grocery store. I completely fed myself on things I brought with me. So now that I did it this way, I am totally sold on bringing food and not getting food out. In the future, I'm not saying I won't ever get a meal out, especially if I'm going to be staying at a Cracker Barrel. I really like to support them, and they have some really great food too.